Welcome back to the Voice of Metal, where we talk about all things metal. Hopefully, you guys are doing well out there. I am doing pretty good. Um, it's rather interesting. I had a kind of an interesting and different experience when it comes to getting to know somebody and getting to have a possible future relationship with somebody. We'll see what happens. Um, I did some speed dating because of a coworker that I know. Kind of sent me a message about it. So I figured I would check it out. I figured why not, right? It was rather interesting. I think I turned off quite a few people, at least the women. The women, of course, the women of the speed dating. I mean, the ladies. About when I mentioned metal and liking metal and this, that, and the other, and they were going, "Okay, what's up with this?" But I was trying to convince a couple of them that it's not quite the noise that a lot of people can think it is or convey it as. But I also say I also like rock and some other stuff too, so it was rather interesting hearing people's um, kind of reactions when they heard me talking about that. It was pretty interesting. I think I pretty much didn't do everybody, but I liked almost everybody, partially because they said if you're on the fence, you're not sure, just go ahead and put them down. And then you can always get to know them a little bit better later on. So I figured, why not try it and see? I think two out of all the women that were there actually apparently liked me. So that tells me that I guess the metal thing didn't go over so well with everybody. So we'll see. But before I go in much further, check out this side, the QR code. Sorry, for Carla's website. So if she needs, like I said, she's selling her artwork to help some of her expensive surgery that she had for her retinal detachment. Um, which it's probably a pretty major thing anyway. I'm sure it's not cheap, so if you can help her out, check out our artwork, and please do that for her, and I appreciate it too. But anyway, like I said before, I just didn't want to forget that. It was rather interesting. It's kind of interesting about the different people in different areas they're from. And I got thinking, well, like a couple nights ago, or last night. Yeah, it was last night. I was saying, okay, what can I do for a topic? And I go, well, I know I met this one gentleman that was here in Colorado Springs, and where I'm from, and he said he had a band, his band when I met him. That was a while ago, and I had to get some stuff from where he worked out again. And I started talking to him a little bit, and he was showing me some of his new stuff with his new metal band from Colorado Springs. And I got thinking, well, this would be kind of an interesting topic to go and try to see what local bands play in different states. So right now we started off with Colorado. We're gonna move on to Maine. I'm gonna try to go. I'm thinking I'm about trying to go down south maybe, and then kind of head west over the U.S. And then we'll of course skip Colorado since we did that one first, since that's my well, right now it's my state that I live in currently. It's not my home state. My home state is from Ohio. I lived in Kentucky for a few years, and that's one of the things I mentioned while I was doing my speed dating. I asked those questions to everybody, and I told them about a little bit about me and where I'm from. And I said my high school years I was in Kentucky, and I moved back out here because of the humidity. There wasn't as much humidity and bugs. Um, so we'll see, and hopefully things will go well with. Her name is actually Christina, which is kind of interesting because it's just like my name. And no, sorry, Kristen. Sorry, I apologize. So sorry, Kristen. Just in case you ever do see this, which I'm pretty sure if things progress, she probably will. You never know. You might be seeing her. Who knows? At concerts with me if she's up for that. We'll see. I'm not gonna make anybody do what I want to do, but we'll see. That's kind of what I was hoping to do, is find somebody that might be at a concert that actually found me interesting, because I thought that might be a better opportunity to get somebody that really, really appreciates what I love and enjoy. And that was why I started off with that. First, one of my first questions was that very question: what kind of music do you like? Because to me, music is one of the things that I enjoy and love a lot. I do like other music besides just metal. But yeah, it's one of those things that I think is very important. I'm sure a lot of people, I think just about everybody likes music, whether they or loves music. But the thing is, whether they like the same kinds of music that other people do. And I said I have a wide range, so just because I say metal, don't freak out. You know, I like other stuff too, but that's my main thing. It's kind of interesting seeing the reactions I got of some of the names of some of the bands that I was saying, like Bloody Wood and stuff like that, and September Morning, which I said that she was a little bit lighter. And so there's some other bands I didn't even get to, like Cattle Decapitation and stuff. I said, nah, I better not do that because that might definitely scare them away big time. And I want to get to know them first before I do that. But I also don't want to sugarcoat it either. So it's one of those things. Anyway, let's get started. Now, this is kind of an overview of the names of the bands, but it has a little description of the last, what, six or so, or five? So we'll see what they have here in Maine. Hollowed Earth is number 20 from, I guess these are all, well, it says Maine. There's some from Portland. I guess Portland's a part of Maine. I would assume. I don't know for certain because I don't know everything there is about every state. The Ritual is number 18 from Maine. Gates is number 18. Um, Number 17 is Unbound. Number 16 is Heretic Order. The Heretic Order, sorry, is number 16. Nightshade is um, 15, which kind of reminds me of a TV series, I think, called Nightshade. Um, 14 is Serpent's Kiss. Um, Number 13 is Severed Winter, and they're in Maine, of course, too. The number 12 is The Offering from Maine. Acadian is from Maine. Number 10. Wayward, which is kind of an interesting name. What, like, almost reminds me of like Ocean Wayward, you know. So that's kind of appropriate for the area. Number is number 9. Blood Oath is from Portland. It's number 8. Internal Symphony Bangor, I think is how you say it. It's from, that's some place in Maine, I would assume. Um, did I say Blood Oath? I don't remember. Infernal Symphony. Now this one I have no idea how to pronounce, so I'll make sure I say it right because I'm bad at that.
Arborea.
Arboreta, Arborea, which kind of reminds me of like Arboretum almost, like sea stuff. Is number 6. And they're from Portland. Described as having influences like him and Two Gauntlets. I'm not sure. That must be another band, maybe. Um, Additional bands. Oh, these are just, that's the ones below. Number 5 is Org. Similar to 5 GIG. Information on their specific genre is unavailable. So, but they are included in the same Wikipedia category. So I guess this is where they got the information from for Maine, which is kind of a drag. Number 6 is 4 gig. Okay, that makes it. This band's generic information is unavailable, but they are listed in the category for heavy metal music groups from Maine in Wikipedia. Go figure. Okay. So this doesn't really give you much information at all about the bands, unfortunately. Number 3 is The Last Chance for Reason from Portland. This is metalcore bands blend of metal. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm gonna say, but I can't say it because I can't pronounce it very well. Elements from a powerful breakdowns. Number 2 is Fall of. I can't say that too. God. Oh.
Falls of Roros.
Roros. Go figure. Okay, it's number 2 from Portland. Pioneers of Portland black metal scene falls on Ryus, delivering atmospheric and intense music perfect for black metal fans. Since they've been active since 2005, so they've been around for a little while, but they're still I consider semi new because they're like 2000 and now. For the last 23 years. I mean, the other ones have been around for a lot longer, older, like 80s and 90s metal bands. Thrall from Portland. This is which is number one. The band injects funk in their metal, creating a new, unique, energetic sound describing as funk blue metal with a bite. Go figure. And I did get a few descriptions. Is that Thrall that's on there? Okay, it is here. So basically, it says here that Thrall is a Portland-based band bringing funk metal. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Never mind. I thought had some more information about them. Last chance for okay. Anyway, I'm not even sure how long I've been on here. So the whole thing from Portland is kind of, or from Maine it's kind of interesting. It'd be kind of interesting to hear some of their sounds. I just wish I had a little bit more information for you about the bands and what type of bands they were and what kind of metal genre that they are. So maybe I can listen to some of those and try to come up with that later on down the road. I don't know. We'll see. I might not revisit this topic to tell you that, but if I find something that I find interesting, I will definitely let you know. As far as all the other bands and all the other 50 states, we'll see. So, you know what? Besides the 50 states, so I think maybe, just maybe, trying to get some bands from other countries. Actually, it'd be cool if I could find out maybe different areas of certain countries, possibly like Paris, France, London, England, and some of the other places in the UK. God dang, it's getting late. That reminds me that um, Kristen, make sure I said that right, Kristen. Um, it was late for her, so she said, "I'm going to bed." It's like I don't blame you. It's getting late, so she's an early to bed person, which is fine. It's understandable. Me, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm up all night, sometimes I'm not. Since I do tend to do things more at night because I can usually get a lot done. But I am getting pretty darn tired right now myself, so I will definitely be saying goodnight here soon. But I just want to say to all my subscribers and all the new people, and even the comments that I've had, I love it and I appreciate it very much. It means so much to me. So don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe those buttons out there. And plus, also, if you are in a smaller band, a local band, like some of these bands I've been talking about, let me know. If you're in one of the bands I've mentioned, I definitely would love to hear from you. So if you've heard your band on my stream, please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. I don't know all the people from all these bands. I don't know that much about the bands, but we'll find out. We'll explore them together. I'm gonna try to do. I didn't do that last night in Colorado, so I'm gonna have to do that later on. I think I still got the list of some of the bands, so I can make a playlist, and also some of the other bands from Maine now. And I'm not sure what the other states are that below that, so I'll have to go do. I can't remember every single state myself, so I might go down the coast maybe, and then kind of try to kind of edge back up and then back down again and back up. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. So hopefully going to Ohio. I know that my one cousin's son that plays guitar and is open for several bands, including Mushroom Head, which he says the guy's kind of a jerk, but I don't know. Um, and he used to know the members of As I Lay Dying, which I've mentioned before, which is cool because I would definitely love to get to talk to them. I've heard some of their music and it's really good, so It's kind of like Parkway Drive and some of the other ones that are out there. And I'm still happy for Living Dead Girl because she got her album or her song, her cover song on Octane Music, which is really cool. So she was really stoked. I'm sure that anybody that got their stuff on a major countrywide streaming service on the radio, Sirius XM satellite radio, will be thrilled by that, which I don't blame her. I would too. So just having it mentioned and played on there, it's awesome. So more people know who they are. So without further ado, I will say good night, farewell, take care, and I'll let you know how things go with everything. We'll see. I was kind of expecting one thing that tonight, but it didn't happen the way I thought. But that's okay. We'll see what happens later on down the road. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a good night.